Welcome to Uniontown United Methodist Church Vacation Bible School for 2020. My name is Ben, and I'll be helping you today with day one of Vacation Bible School. Together with my wife Lydia, we teach children's Sunday school here at the church. We hope to see you here someday and look forward to seeing some of you again as soon as we can. Together with some wonderful and very talented members of our congregation, we've come up with a great program for you this year that's a little bit different than what you might have experienced in years past. We've had a little help from some friends across the ocean too in England to bring you a great and wonderful program. We're using the power of the internet and Google Classrooms to bring a VBS experience like never before. Each day you'll be treated to a Bible story that highlights a part of our memory verse. There will be games, craft, science projects, and music. We hope you'll enjoy learning about and growing closer to God this week. This has been a very different year for us. We've all been going through some tough times, and we might be a little afraid. The world can be a scary place. That's why we've chosen a theme and a memory verse that are pointed at giving us the tools that we need to get through times like this. With God's help, we can all be fear busters. Our memory verse this week comes to us from Psalm 18:2. The Lord is my rock, my fortress, my rescuer. My God is my rock. I take refuge in him. He is my shield, my salvation and strength, and my place of safety. Today we're going to look at the phrase, the Lord is my solid rock. What does it mean to call God a rock? Well, we picked a Bible story that shows us how God can be solid ground for us to stand on in times of turmoil. He is our solid rock even in the scariest of times. And when we look to him for guidance and hand our fears over to him, he lifts us up and we can rise above anything. Today we'll see how a disciple of Jesus named Peter experienced just how much of a rock God can be when we focus on him. Our Bible story tells us of a time when Jesus walked on water and asked Peter to meet him out on the sea. Let's read from the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verses 22 through 33. Right then, Jesus made the disciples get into a boat and go ahead to the other side of the lake while he dismissed the crowds. When he sent them away, he went up onto a mountain by himself to pray. Meanwhile, the boat, fighting a strong headwind, was being battered by waves and was already far away from land. Very early in the morning, he came to his disciples walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified and said, "It's a ghost." They were so frightened they screamed. Just then Jesus spoke to them. "Be encouraged. It's me. Don't be afraid." Peter replied, "Lord, if it's you, order me to come to you out on the water." And Jesus said, "Come." Then Peter got out of the boat and was walking on the water towards Jesus. When Peter saw a strong wind, he became frightened. He began to sink and he shouted, "Lord, rescue me." Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him, saying, "You man of weak faith, why did you begin to have doubts?" When they got into the boat, the wind settled down. Then those in the boat worshiped Jesus, saying, "You must be God's son."